So you see the really troubling images of a washed out home on the Fort Myers beach, and that really is ground zero and obviously very important. But this was such a big storm that there are effects far inland, and these rescue personnel are sensitive to that, and they're going to be helping. We've opened 2 major points of distribution for food and water this morning. First, Charlotte Sports Park, the spring training facility for the Tampa Bay Rays in Charlotte County, and then the Lee County Sports Complex, the spring training facility for the Minnesota Twins. These are pods that are much bigger than normal pods. There have been over 1.6 million gallons of fuel into Southwest Florida that have been moved in to support the response. I think what we're finding with the fuel is the fuel supply is flowing. It's just a matter of the gas stations need to have power to be able to operate, and if they have a certain number of pumps, they're required to have a generator. I was in Lee County yesterday, actually saw some of the larger gas stations were operating, so that's a good sign. As of 6 a.m., there are about 1.9 million people, our customers, without power. Right now, the hardest hit areas are Hardy, 99% without power as of this morning. Charlotte and Lee both have 85% without, and DeSoto is at 80% without. Sarasota, Collier, Manatee, close to half of the customers there are without power. Hillsborough and Pinellas, 15 to 18% are without power, and these crews have been on the ground since it was safe to do so, and they are working 24/7 to be able to restore power all throughout the state of Florida, and that's over 42,000 linemen and associated personnel that are on the ground. FDOT has had over 1,300 people on the ground. They've cleared more than 1,100 miles of roadway. I was happy to see the traffic flowing in Southwest Florida. Obviously, there's some structural problems in some of the bridges leading out to Sanibel and Pine Island, but by and large, there were toss and clear operations. The traffic is flowing in Southwest Florida, probably better than would have been anticipated so soon after such a major hurricane, so we appreciate that. They've also inspected and reopened 800 bridges across the state, and this includes 67 high priority bridges inspected and reopened in Lee, Charlotte, Sarasota, and Manatee counties. Pine Island, Sanibel, those are going to be rebuild efforts. The Sanibel Bridge had breaks in multiple parts of it. It was not where the water and the pylons were. Those held up very well. It was where you had it on some of the sandbar, and that basically just got washed out from underneath. In the meantime, and Kevin can talk about this, they're going to be running barges to be able to bring more heavy equipment onto the island to be able to help with the response. The first responders that have been there, by and large, coming in via air, they do have some equipment, but they're traveling lighter just to be able to go and get to people as quickly as possible. There have been 6 healthcare facilities evacuated in Southwest Florida. They were having problems with water or problems with power for an extended period of time. We're also prioritizing getting power and running potable water to the rest of the area's healthcare facilities. There have been 117 facilities that had lost power that now have power restored. The ports, Tampa Bay, Miami, Everglades, they are reopened for fueling, and I think between today and tomorrow, all the ports in the state of Florida up and down both coasts will be operational.
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting the truth.
No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let
me decide.
Newsmax.
Real news
For real people.